We were talking with Anders, and he talked about how historically, as whaling captains, you would hunt early in the season, always very quietly,
Mm-hmm.
skin boats and the sails. And now, with the transition to aluminum boats
Mm-hmm.
and motors, where there's much more open water, so we're using motors to
Mm-hmm.
get out to the whales. With your knowledge of the whales, do you think that will change their behavior?
Well, if we would, you know, if something adapted to something, that's the way it will work. What we used to do is try to be very careful in making noise. I think any approach to hunting is something important. To really be quiet, to go after what you look for, and when you see it, you don't get too excited and they'll run away. That's the most important part. We want to be very careful in approaching in a very quiet method, not to make noise at all. Whales are very sensitive to noise. Even the ice forms and flapped on the water can scare them off, the way a bowhead will. Because you can hear miles in the water. We experienced that. Me and my buddy, he made a hydrofoam out of small recording, recorder. We went fishing one time with Lincoln Blassie, and we were out there in the point, and we tried using earphones like that and dropped on the very highly taped microphone so the water wouldn't get into it. We dropped it down like maybe 12 feet or 15 feet down and listened to it. We can hear something, And the boats were, I don't know, quite a ways away, and we were going after some seals, and we can hear their shot right after, when you shoot the seal and hit the water, we can hear it. 15 feet down, we can hear the noise. Then finally we hear something that splash or making noise of some kind of splashy, like if something has been towed underneath the water. It's coming closer and closer. And finally we see the minke whale just surfaced. That was her. We can hear. Then we hear the motor sound, the propeller sound. It was nice and quiet. We were fishing, Then maybe half hour later, we see the boat coming from Savunga. We detected so many miles out there with that little hydrofoam tape recorder that they made out with. So I think that's why the animals can detect noise from in distance, because underwater you can hear in long distance. We see the boat half hour later, the propeller sound, we can hear it. So I think that's why they are very sensitive to noise. Could be not only whales, but any marine mammals probably. You know how they make noise underwater to those bearded seals, when they hum, you can hear it. When they come up, you can, um, their noise, their sound become lower, lower, lower until they come out. Once you go down, you get higher and higher and higher. Every spring you can hear them out there making noise, available. So even whales don't make those noise. I hear them out there. They make noise too. Some like hum, probably talking to each other.
So when do you start hearing the seals? When do you start hearing the
Springtime when the migrations start to come.
And can you hear walrus?
Oh yeah, walrus can hear. You can hear them too.
What sort of sound?
Whales, very low tone, very low. There was a man from Massachusetts, I believe. He's got those listening devices. He was down at the beach, and he let me listen to the sound of all marine mammals where I can hear all kinds of noise they make, the sound. Some are high, some are. He mentioned those very low tones are whales. And the next one would be the walrus. And the high ones are seals and bearded seals. I can hear them without the earphone. You put it on the manual sound, system. I think Gay Sheffield one time I was with her. She let me listen to same thing. So that's why when we started whaling, it's so important that we have to be very careful in making noise. Even in the boat, we have to put things in order so that when we, sometimes accidentally stepped on it or it will flap up and make noise. So those have to be very careful in case we might alert the whoever's going after. Now, there's not much ice out there. That's why there you can go with the outboard motor now. I think they're getting used to noise. It won't happen overnight. It will take time to get used to. Noise from man-made noise, outboard motor engines, and it so happened that only noise that you submerge like propellers are the ones that are very easier for them to heard than the one upstairs, like airplane or helicopter. Because I've seen some fish and wildlife pictures that were taken about 15 miles over here, breeding bowhead whales. There's a bunch of them, about 25 of them, taken from a helicopter, I think. No, they weren't alarmed. I don't know what, because probably having a good time or something. I don't know. So the two types of noise, the surface one and the one that's down below.
I think it's fascinating that you can hear the seals out of the water. you can hear them from in the air.
Yeah, those pictures were taken from airplane by fish and wildlife people, bowheads, whales.
Thank you.
You're welcome.